I rarely get asked about Green Party policy. It's almost in the last week, everything has been about kind of strategy and communications, and no one's really got into the detail of our wealth tax or into the detail of what we want to do to polluting companies, or particularly around private jets. If you were going to ask that question, then briefly, a wealth tax on assets of £10 million or more, 1% on assets of £10 million or more, or 2% on assets of £1 billion or more. But the question that I'm not asked, that I would love to be asked, is that enough? And the answer is no, it isn't. But actually, that's the beginnings of tackling inequality. But actually, that's not going to do what we need to do, which is fundamentally change the relationship between wealth and power and the 99% in our society. The reason, though, why I'm talking about a wealth tax of 1% is I think it's important to establish the principle first. And Gary Stevenson's been really excellent on this, talking about, don't get dragged into, oh, there's this little loophole, or what if someone does this or does that? Because actually, if we were in government, you would have an entire civil service, an entire institution to go, here's the principle of what we want to do. Now let's invest in making sure we've got tight structures to be able to avoid tax evasion or tax avoidance, etc. And I think all of those things are possible. But yeah, I rarely get asked, is that enough? Normally people go, oh, what if they just leave? And as we know, assets can't just leave. I think the much better question is, will what you're saying tackle inequality fully? And the answer is no, it wouldn't, but it's the first start. There are people in the country earning more money while they sleep than any of us could earn, no matter how hard we worked. I mean, you can make other arguments. This is fundamentally a capitalist argument. Like, if you believe in that system of if you work really hard, then you will have enough money and you can aspire and you can do whatever you want. That's not true. All of that is a lie. These people aren't working really hard. Some of them might be, but a lot of people have assets or inherited assets that are unearned wealth that we're not taxing at the same rate as earned income. That's fundamentally unfair.